Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting 7 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On play action, they'll throw. He finds Wilson. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Here's 2nd and a yard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Well, that's a pretty darn year. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. 47 yards. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point. 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 4. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Here we go on 4th down. They find some open field here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the... So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And a completion to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
He completes it to Wilson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half.
Locked in. That means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A.J. Dillon. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here.